Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Spill the beads with Joyce Trowbridge with Softflex Company. I am excited to get into I'm getting ready for the whole big TGBE weekend, right? We're going to kick off with a preview to this tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to get a head start in my Spill the Beads with playing with some of the new beads that I think would go gorgeous with this kit. If you haven't already got the TGBE kit, Black Brilliance kit, it is such a great kit. It has so many fun things in it. Really fabulous for this time of year and making things that will go with all our spooky things or even holiday events. And I thought these crystals that Rosa had in the gallery, I was like, couldn't we please have these on our website so we can add them in, and then the buttons. And I'm really excited to get to play with that. Hello, hello. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Dana. Good to see you. Oh, I'm so glad. I know it's so easy to get busy and forget about these things. I'm glad you're able to pop on with me today. We got Kristen in the background today with me. Thank you, Kristen. So, who's excited about this weekend's TGBE? It is what, the 21st TGBE? I think it is. Fall Fest is always fun. There's always some great projects. We are going to kick off with a preview this evening at 5 p.m. And then tomorrow, everyone, oh my gosh, is going to join us. Let's see. Here is the wonderful schedule. We have Candy Cooper starting us off tomorrow, Saturday, and then Kate Richburg, and then Jill McKay, and then Kristen and I are going to be doing it with Softflex Company at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Then Nile, oh my gosh, I love what he does with Silver Silk. And that will do our Saturday. And then Sunday is full of all our other favorites from TGBE, like Abby and Heather and Green Girl and Kay from Star Beads and Christy Friesen. Oh, I always love to see. And then, oh, fun. We're going to end it with a TGBE holiday gift guide. So I hope to see you in the comments. In there, we got yay! Tomorrow. And don't forget, right now we are doing a 15% off of $39 or more with the coupon code TGBE15. And with every purchase, regardless of the value, you're going to get a free bracelet kit. This is such a sweet little set. You can make this exact bracelet or you can make something else. It's a $9.95 value, so you get that with any purchase made. I would grab one as soon as you can because we are limited on that. I think I caught everything right now. Oh, and please go grab hold of those beautiful beads that we showed on the live sale yesterday. There's some great, and that's going on until Monday. It's our 5-year anniversary for TGBE. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. 5 years of doing TGBE. So great. Oh, hi, Jenny. Oh, hi. Oh, look at everyone. Hi, Zach. Hi, Berdina. Yay. So glad to have you all. Roberta, Shanae, good to have you all here. We are going to switch over. So just get into mine. So right now we have these crystals on sale. We have 3 colors in the large size and 3 colors in the small. Plus we have 4 buttons. I'm going to be using 22 gauge mostly in craft wire today. And then, of course, all of these things will go in so nicely into this kit. Kristen's going to open it tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm going to be working with these fun beads that go with it. But once this is open and revealed tomorrow, you're going to see why this is like a good go-to to add in with those beads. When I saw this, imagine doing a little pendant with the buttons and then stringing a bunch of crystals. And I want to do like a row of crystal chain and then a row. I think I want to do like 3 strands. So I got to decide what crystals I really want to do. You know, we got Midnight Blossom. It is really hard to see. Oh, why am I frozen? Oh, Midnight Blossom. This one is really dark black, and it has a little bit of purple and pink and gold in there. And it comes in the large and the small. We have Green Blossom in the large and the small. Oh, well, no, Green Blossom and then Emerald, because this one is a little bit different. I have a short strand. You will get a full long strand. So the little one, this one is more emerald green. It's still like a muted version of it, but we got Emerald Blossom and Green Blossom. And then in the large, we have the Twilight Blossom, which is has pink and gold and silver crystals. And then this awesome Sunset Blossom that is pink and gold. I love these crystals. They are so fun. And then the buttons. Look at the buttons that we got in the black. This one has purple around the edges. This one has blue around the edges. This one has a texture. See if we can get it in the light better. You can see the texture. It's so hard to see that texture. It's so pretty. You can see it, I think, better in the picture on the website. And then this green one with the flowers. I love this. Kristen is hitting all those links. So if you want something from this that you can just pop on over, and remember, you get a nice little free gift with every purchase, and use that TGBE 15 to get a 15% off of a $39 or more purchase. Oh, that would be good, but I think this one might not be what I do. I think I'm going to use the Midnight Blossom and the Green Blossom. I'm trying to decide if I do all one size or if I bring in the other size too. Might do the Emerald Blossom too. I feel like that will go really nice with that green button. And all those colors are in all these buttons. And I know I said this on the live yesterday that I was going to use all 4. So tomorrow I'm going to do the pendant idea, and it's actually kind of not like a pendant. It's going to be I want these 3 clustered in a set, and then one over here, so it's going to be more asymmetrical. And then I'm going to string and make a chain, and basically you can't see that. Let's see how we can get this to I got moved, that's why. Have that coming from here and have multiple strands coming from here to here. So tomorrow with Kristen, I'm going to be working on that. Today, I'm just going to start planning these little strands, and I'm going to have them at different lengths. I want a shorter one, a medium one, and a long one. I'm going to start out with Oh, we only have 8 left of each of these strands. I think they are a fabulous deal, and I would grab them as soon as you can. I think we'll end with the long strand with the dark crystal. This is the medium strand with the green. I think that's what I like. And then I'm going to do a short strand with the 2 little ones, I think. Yep. All right. Let's get started. We are going to get some of these small ones out. Two different. Oh, hello, hello. Look at all our fun, fabulous friends. And yes, get that hashtag crystal in the comments. See, we are going to I thought I set this up and I just realized I didn't. So let me get that set up. Nope. Start collecting. Awesome. We got 11 of you already, 15 of you already getting that hashtag crystal in. Be present at the end to see if you win. I am going to do it. Let's see. I was originally going to do every other color. And I think I want more black. Okay, I'm going to do one green, one black. So the green blossom and the midnight blossom in the smalls, and do a 1 2 1 2 pattern. And I think I'm going to get my 20 gauge out also. Oh, no, 18 gauge. I'm going to grab the 18 gauge. And use my loop plier and make a cute little just a figure 8 and have the figure 8 in between the black. This one's going to be fancier because sometimes you just need a little fancy. So I'm going to use the medium on my looper for the second smallest one at the tip and start the figure 8 and then go in and go the other direction. And I'm going to let's make 5 of these. I don't know if I'll use all 5. I might just use the rest of them for earrings. Yes, you spy check buttons. We have 4 new check buttons on our website, and I'm going to create tomorrow with Kristen, Kristen, a button pendant during TGBE. And I'm going to do a 3-button side and a 1-button side. That is going to be my little connector for all these strands. And I'm embracing the black brilliance. I love black beads. I think they're elegant and wonderful, but I love colors. So I love the fact that there's a little bit of color in these black beads, basically. I got to add a little color into my life. I can't just do black. So this, and I love sparkle, and black brilliance is sparkly. There's so much. Oh, yes. Absolutely, Terry. I agree. I know. I don't think I ever really appreciated the buttons as much. Um, my my grandma used to have a really big drawer full of buttons that we used to play with because my uncle worked for a company that that distributed buttons like to sewing buttons. And so those are great. And I loved playing with those, but until I met the Czech Glass button, oh, now I'm in love and I do hoard them, but I'm trying to use them. Softlex is teaching me how to use some of my hoard. All right. Again, I'm just making these figure eights with 18 gauge wire using my looper. Then I am going to I'm just flattening them by just sandwiching them so that they're in the same plane. Part of me wants to, I kind of almost want to hammer these. That would be so pretty. I will, if I choose to hammer them, I'm going to put them together so you can kind of see if I choose to hammer them after we are done with today's show, you'll see that tomorrow. But all I'm going to do is use a hammer just to flatten them down a little. I think it would make a good add to the brilliance. I mean, I see my anvil, but I don't see my hammer, so I got to look for that. Yeah, I don't see my hammer handy. I think I used it in another project, and now I got to hunt it down. All right, so that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to do that. These are going to go in between each of the double black. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. All right, let's get the rest of it. Let's link these into a chain. Okay, using 22 gauge. Shanae, I'm not sure if I understand the question. Is it easier to freehand the loops or use a looper? Because I do a lot of freehand ones with my round nose pliers. What makes it slightly easier to keep them consistent is using the looper because you use the same tip. This is going to make the loops always the same size, so it makes it a lot easier. Where when you are using a round nose plier for it, you have to really know where you are holding it. So if you are using the round nose pliers, you could do the same thing. You can still make it, but you got to figure out your size. You could still make it go around and follow. But what I would suggest is to take a permanent marker and make a mark on them so that you know where you're holding it, because that's the tricky part, is making them the same size. Now, for the most part, it is probably not going to show that much. So as long as make a few extra and take out the one that's like totally off. Oh, maybe they're asking about the one-step looper. The I personally like round nose or the looping pliers. These are like the tools that I personally like to use. And I go back and forth all the time. Um, I have done most of mine with round nose pliers all my life, and I've had these but not really played with them as much until Spill the Beads, and I've been like forcing myself to do it. Thank you, Mary. Yes, I'm going to do that. Those buttons, I'm going to show how I do the buttons tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time with TGBE with Kristen. Today, I'm going to be working on these little linkies. And I'm going to use 22, and I'm going to do a wrapped loop. Yeah, that stepped round nose, it is a game changer if you want to keep your loops the same size, for sure. Now I'm going to make the small loop. I want to, with the 22 gauge and doing the links of the crystals that I want to do, I'm going to use the smallest one. I think that's big enough. I like to use the looper part to make the loop. And then I like to hold with a pair of chain nose pliers flat so I can wrap this around. And you might find that you want to switch your hands depending. Once I have it there, I'm going to now put my first bead on the long end. I always like working off of a long piece instead of cutting off pieces for each one. I figure that it just makes it a lot easier to keep down waist. Now, I'm going to leave a little bit of space. And I have that short end, the little end is in front, and I'm just going to twist away with the pliers, bring the wire up and over, reposition so that I can move my pliers out of the way so I can finish the loop. Wrap, hold. Now and then wrap. Now I didn't cut this one yet, just in case if I messed up on the spacing so that I can add or subtract. And then I'm going to cut off the extra wire. And then I'm going to, I like using my, to push down that, I like to round that little end. It works great with 24 and 22 gauge, which I'm using today. Just using the rounder on my crimper just to round that little end in, because you can never get it so close that there's no little end. I think I just spilled some beads on my floor, but we will find them later. Okay, so that's my first one. My second one, I'm going to make sure I connect to the first one. So I'm just going like a little down, like an inch and a half, about a half of a finger down, twist away, up and over with the wire, reposition. And then at this stage, right before I coil, I'm going to hook this in. Now, I'm not worried about this one because when I build this pendant, I'm probably going to use like one of these to hook it into it. So I'm not worried. This is open, so I'm going to be able to hook it. But if you were doing something like just going to a clasp, you probably wanted to hook it onto their clasp. Or use a little or use like a little connector, a jump ring or a connector to attach. Wrap that around. And then now I have the midnight black. So now I'm going to do the emerald blossom. Have you caught how cool the shape of these crystals are? They're like a drop, like like almost a seashell drop, but like at different angles. And it just adds such a neat, it catches the light. So cool. Yep, another use for that crimper, huh? Okay, so with the smallest side facing me, leaving space for wraps, I'm just going to hold on to the beads, twist away with the pliers, up and over with the wire, reposition. So that's all I'm doing is opening it and twisting around and grabbing so that I can pull the wire. If I didn't do that, if I left my pliers where they were, a lot of times this back tine of the plier gets in the way and you can't get it tighter up against there like that. And now I'm going to wrap. And again, I just do a little on that side. I left these tails so that I can adjust them. I like to have these loops in the same plane, so I'm going to adjust that right now so that the loops are facing each other. That's just the way I like it. Then we're going to cut. Cut in there. Cut off this extra. No, I don't want to do that. I want to use the crimper. Do that. You can use the chain nose, but I just love the way it rounds. You just kind of gently just kind of twist it around. Kind of like you're using a magical crimper, but you're using a regular crimper around in a circle. There we go. Ah, you're here. That's all that matters. Now I'm going to start. You got to remember what pliers I'm using. Let's make another one. Okay, I want to make sure when I'm in this state, this is where I go in. There we go. Make sure I'm connecting them. Wrap. And I'm going to put a midnight on the small midnight blossoms. These crystals are so pretty. Hey, Jerry, I am starting my chain part with the crystals that we just put up. I'm going to do a multi 3-strand necklace using this technique. And then tomorrow I'm going to make little button connectors that is going to connect it all up. So we're just going to go with just part of this today. I'll be busy making up the rest of it so that we can put it together with the new button connections that I will make tomorrow with the TGBE day. I just had to jump in. I was like, I gotta jump in now. I'm gonna do a two-parter. I mean, Black Brilliance and TGBE, I feel just needs to be extra special, right? I love making beaded chain too, Katney. It's one of my favorite things to do. This is something that I like to do once I know like my pattern, once I figured out my pattern. I like just to sit and do this while I'm watching TV with the family or and things like that because it keeps my hands busy. I like to keep my hands busy during those things, and it just makes it so much nicer. So I'm opening up the little figure 8 that I made earlier with the 18 gauge, just opening it to the side like a jump ring, and then connect it so that I better do this one over here too because we're going to use one over here. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's going to be so pretty as a little linky chain. All right, let's do more. Ah, nice. I love that. I know some people out there will go, oh, but wire stresses me out. Once you get like a little bit of practice in and you get yourself, I'm going to just go ahead and hook this directly so I don't have to open that up. And get yourself like going, you got a muscle memory to it. It can be so relaxing, but you just got to get that muscle memory built. So that just takes practice. Oops. I need to close that one. So when in doubt, if you accidentally make one where it's a little loose and your chain comes out, I'm going to just open with my chain nose pliers, holding the edge just like a jump ring, but I'm going to push it in at the same time, wiggling that into place. Now it's nice and tight, and I don't have to worry about that falling out. Okay, so now it's up. The Midnight Blossom. Really? Oh, I love that, Katney. Oh, I love that. Wire is definitely one of my favorite things. It's one of the first, it's the second technique that I learned. Of course, I learned crimping first, and then I learned how to do these links, and it was like my favorite thing in the world. It made me so happy. Oh, let's get those in. Mhm. Oh, I'm having so much fun making this. Do you have projects like this that then you go, oh, now I need to do it in this color too. I have all these beautiful crystals. I'm like, how many necklaces like this can I make? Exactly, Dana. You can definitely make it. You don't have to worry if you don't have a head pin, a jump ring, or a clasp. You can make it with wire if you have wire on hand. It is so awesome. Part of the reason why I love it. So I am going to do 2 of my 3-strand necklace with this technique, the top one and the bottom one. And the middle one, I'm going to just crimp. And then the parts that go up, I'm going to just do soft flex and crimp also, I believe. Because I like mixing. You don't have to do every bit. You can. It looks good, but I like the texture and difference that it makes when you do mix string with the wire. So I'm going to do that with mine. Oh, that's so fun. I love learning new things where you just want to just keep doing it. Oh, I hope you, Shanae, I hope you make some links. Once you get going on this, I just made a larger one there because I accidentally moved it over to the second one. Whoops. That's okay. We're just going to keep going. I will know. Nobody else will know. Well, you know, but you're not going to notice it when it's all. The only time you notice these things is like in a still picture. When you're wearing it, you don't. It's okay. It's my where's Waldo, right? Where's the larger link? And then somebody points it out, either rethinks or say, "Ooh, you found it." And depending on how they react, you may decide not to make something for them, or you might go, "Oh, there's a friend I can make something for." Great tip, Terry. I do find that 22 and 20 are the best wires to start out with. They're not too thick, not too thin, so they're easier to maneuver and learn. Oh, if you make your own version of this, please share with our Softflex VIB group on Facebook. We love seeing what you make. It brightens our day when we, and everyone is so lovely and shares our creativity, and it's such a wonderful, wonderful way to connect with our community. I've heard that there's quilters and other craftsmen that will put a mistake in on purpose. That's a great idea. You can always add dangles to larger loops. I went with the smallest on the looper because of with the 22 and keeping it. A lot of times I don't use that smaller size. I like the second one or the third one because I like the way they dangle better. Oh, that's looking so good. Oh, we need another piece. Another piece. And I'm just going to keep on keeping on. So, we are doing so good with this chain. I'm happy with this chain. Look how pretty it is turning out. The crystals are gorgeous. It goes great with this silver, but if I could see doing this also with the vintage bronze or even copper. I mean, it's nice that the craft wire is silver plated over copper. I am worried to find out what the price may be when we go to restock, being that our lovely precious metal is going up, but it's still plated. It's still very still going to be more affordable. You get the look, and it's gorgeous. But what other metals would you think that this would pair up with? I can almost see that blue, that enamel blue that we have would look really pretty too. I know, Terry, the crimps are unfortunately probably going to go up again in the next restock, just because although hint hint, there may be a silver filled version available soon. We're talking and seeing about getting the silver filled back. It's not 100% decided yet. We're still working with our crimp manufacturer so that we can make sure that they are soft flex quality. But we did them before when it first went up. I think we might do that again, and it will hopefully help us all. Yes. Stock up now. This is good. And then get your 15% off and get with an order over $39, which buying crimps to stock up and wire to stock up would be a great. Yes. If because it is an extra manufacturing cost that when silver went back down the first time, it did kind of like made it like, oh, okay, they're almost the same price as what the sterling is, but I don't think we're gonna get sterling prices go down as far, being that it's rose so high. So I think it would be beneficial to hold on to them if we get those in. There's the link right there. You want to grab those crimps. And use TGBE 15 for 15% off of your order of $39 or more. $39 needs to be before taxes and shipping. Needs to be the subtotal of the items before you can get that 15% off. And any order will get you the TGBE bracelet gift. It is bracelet kit gift, which you don't have to do it as a bracelet. It just makes a really cute bracelet. There's enough there for a bracelet, but you can make it into something else, use them in other things. Oh, look, it's so pretty. And then at the bottom, I'm going to make, so this is with the small midnight blossom and emerald blossom crystals. And then I have the large in the midnight and the green blossoms. And I'm going to do a large version for the lowest one. And then in the middle, I'm going to combine the two sizes and do just a stringing one where it's just strung. That is my plan. We have right now our Thanks a Latte kit that just came out. Our next kit goes up not in 2 Wednesdays from now. 2 Wednesdays from now. What would that be? The 29th? I know. Sarah is says she was going to try to pop. Oh, I did that. This is why I got another one that's a little larger. I grabbed my round nose pliers and randomly hit it. I'm going to leave that in because we already have one over here. Oh, look, it's even the one on the other side. So that kind of I don't know, that kind of almost matches. So it's like I did it on purpose. That's funny. Thank you. I love making chain, and so I'm really happy with this one. The way this one's coming, and I do like these little infinity or figure 8. Mm. I think these little figure 8 links are just such a great way to add a little something without too much wire, which is great for, when you're trying to keep things affordable. And and another thing I like about beaded chain is that it uses less beads. So when you are limited on how many beads you have, you're able to, it makes it easier to, spread them out. I did Katney. I used my looper, which I'm going to need to make a few more, so I can make that right now, because I think some people, you can catch it on the beginning of the thing, but I might as well do it because we're talking about it, right? I used 18 gauge, if I can remember where my 18 gauge is. I just had the 18 gauge. Is that one of the things I dropped? Oh, there it is. Okay. It went under my. Nope, that's my 22. I don't need the 22. I have the 22. Okay, we're going to just go ahead and do it in 20 because you could do it in 20 also. It's going to make it a little bit thinner. But what I did was I made sure I started with a flat cut. And then, yeah, the gremlins came without while I'm live on, you guys didn't catch that. But I still don't know where it went. Right here. Okay, so for my infinities, what I did was not use the second in my looper. I made it with my the second smallest, and I like to have it. For me, the easiest way to do it is have the one that you want to go around to be in the back, so that I can hold on to this and roll it, open, twist, roll, open, twist, roll until I have the first loop made. And then I put the small one in, and I put and grab hold. So now the one I'm going to wrap around is right here. And then I make this go around. I just pull the wire around, slide this out, slide that one that I'm wrapping around back in, and finish the loop like that. So that's how I make them. I think I'm going to make a couple more of these. Oh, and it's time. If you haven't already, hit that hashtag Crystal, because I'm going to announce a winner, and I'm going to put together a cute little gift for you. So again, I'm just rolling it around the one I want to do, slide it out, slide the other one back in so I can then move this around, catch it, wrap around. I think I'm gonna use these 20 gauge ones for earrings. Oh, that would be really cute to put a little seed bead. Mm-hmm. Yep, you can do that. And then if you're out of whack, like this one's kind of like out of whack, all I do, because I bent it funny at a funny angle, I'm just going to lay this flat inside my chain nose pliers. Maybe I could do this. I can balance. And then just sandwich it and squeeze down, and that just flattens it. You can also use a whack it down if you have that. Oh, Heather, I am so glad that you are coming back. It is time. It is time to get beading again. So that's going to be like a really awesome thing for a pair of earrings. Like I can see then dangling these off of them, right? Simple. Because my necklace is going to be big. It's it's nice to have something simple. So I'm going to save the 20 gauge ones for that. And in my piece here, these ones are made with 18. You can also hammer them. That's also a fun thing. Oh, this is so great to see everyone. I love our beading community. If you wanted to put Sherry, if you wanted to put a little seed bead or something, you can use like 26 gauge, make a little coil, add a little seed bead, coil, and then add a little seed bead and coil. And like you could put seed beads there, or even like depending on your size, like if I used the, I want the 18 for this, because a larger one would be better in 18. But let's say I wanted to make a big infinity with a larger one to make it even bigger. Give yourself more space to look how fun the largest one. Look at that figure eight. And that would be really fun to add beads. You can put even one of these. Maybe that's what I need to do for my earring. Make a big one and then wrap those like that inside the earring. I could still use the small one. I can then take like, I would say 26 or 28 gauge because it'd be easier to do the coils and just put those beads in there. Oh, Terry, that's all. I do that all the time. I do that. Oh, whoops. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was below the camera making that. But I think that would be, I made this one using the largest part. That might be my new earring that I'm going to do. Super cute. I use chapstick markers. I've been using that for years. I would have these in my hand or on my table, but I would hardly ever pick them up. And I've been making myself pick them up more often because I have them. So I should use them, right? But anything will work to get your size, whatever you can find. Knitting needles, all sorts of stuff. All right. Who is ready to see who wins? Got your hashtag? Oh, you know it, Terry. I love making asymmetrical ones, making them two different sizes. That is really pretty too. Or even go even further. Let's see. Let's get another 20 gauge. 20 gauge. Okay, we're gonna get your hashtag, Crystal in. I'm gonna make that, but that just mean we're gonna make that announcement real quick. But what you can also do 3. Start with the, and then you have to go all the way around. So you get a double loop in the center. And then so you will get a double loop in the center, but you can make like multiple. Yes, go play. Have fun. Yes, that could be a snowman, instant snowman, right? It also looks like a nice little tier. Like if you had 3 different sizes, like a 4mm, 6mm, and an 8mm bead, you could do something like that down the center. But that would make a really cute snowman. All right, let's get our okay, we got 42 of you. Ready, set, go. Who's a winner today? Who's our winner today? Stacy Williams. Are you still here? Oh, the pearls in there would be so cute for a snowman. Stacy Williams, are you here? Oh, I cannot wait to see what you make. Even if you're not doing this, if you're playing with your one-step loop or your multi-step looper that we have, I would love to see what you make. Stacy Williams, are you still here today? Uh, no, I'm not using the brilliance in this one right now. We're gonna reveal that tomorrow. I am using the crystals and the buttons and the craft wire you can find on our website, and you can get TGBE 15 will get you 15% off of a $39 or more kit. All right, Stacy. Yeah, we just, but they're beads that go great with the kit, so you could mix and match them with the kit. These beads that I chose to put on the website is because are inspired by the kit. All right, we are going to run another. I don't see her on there, so sorry. Let's go again. Do 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 do. Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Do 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 do. Bertina Delane, are you here? Bernetta. I said that wrong. I'm so sorry. I flip letters sometimes. Are you here? Yay! All right. Send us at send us info at softflexcompany.com and let us know your shipping address, and then I'm going to ship you a fun little package inspired. Don't forget, you can watch this on replay after this live is done, and you can fast forward and rewind as many as you need to see how to do. In the beginning, I show the figure eight also. It's a lot of fun to do. I hope you make something, and if you do, share on our VIB group on Facebook. I would love to see. You have a fantastic day. Hope to see you at 5 p.m. for the preview. And then after that, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time. See you then. Oh, don't forget, you get a free gift, that bracelet kit. It's a $9.95 value for free for any order that you place on our website from now until the 21st, while supplies last. And there's our schedule for TGBE. It starts bright and early. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.